I think they're going to win the Super Bowl. I think it's the best version. They're what the Ravens need to be. Efficient. They do not give up sacks. They don't get penalized. They don't turn it over. They can beat you with Davis or Cook, the running back. They've got 2 tight ends. They've got 3 wide receivers. I think their O-line's the most underrated in the league. Maybe not Philly or Detroit, but really, really good. I think this is the year. Now, I don't necessarily think it's going to be the year, and then another year, and then another year. I don't know if that's it. But this is really, they're the Chiefs without the trophies. Front office, ownership, quarterback. And I thought Sean McDermott, for all the criticism, we have to be fair in this business, I thought he had a great weekend. From the first series on, I thought Sean McDermott had an Andy Reid-like game plan. They changed in the game, saw that Baltimore was a little squirrely, didn't have Zay Flowers. We don't have to take big swings. Let's just be smart, convert key plays, and there is my time.
Okay. I also want to play you another quick clip of what he says about the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills.
So, I mean, part of me's like in awe of what they do, and then part of me's like, I think that works against everybody, not name the Buffalo Bills.
He's saying the Buffalo Bills are going to win the Super Bowl and that they are the literal kryptonite to the Kansas City Chiefs. But the Kansas City Chiefs can beat everyone but the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills fans, is that true or is that not? Is that fair or is that foul? Man, it's crazy. It's crazy. There has been so much doubt surrounding the Buffalo Bills throughout this season, throughout the offseason. People picking like the Jets to win the division. Even the Miami Dolphins. You'd be hard-pressed to find a lot of people who felt that the Buffalo Bills were going to be a Super Bowl contender this season. I had my doubts. I don't hide that. I kept saying I don't know who the Buffalo Bills are this season. I really don't. And I said that. I was like, I don't know. I was like, I believe in Josh Allen. But I was like, I don't know. I don't know who they are. And there was too many changes and too many moves that I was just kind of like, I don't have a level of confidence in what any of this means. I believe in the continuity of finally having an OC that Josh Allen works well with, like finally, but what will that look like this season? And I don't know, there was years that people thought the Buffalo Bills were going to win the Super Bowl and they didn't. And now here's the year that people don't think that the Buffalo Bills will win the Super Bowl. Then maybe they will. Now I know Colin's saying that now. He wasn't saying that going into this season. So yeah, this is fascinating. I actually just filmed the Kansas City Chiefs video. And this whole back and forth. Like, I just think this game is just so wildly unpredictable. And it's going to be so hard to predict. And I think Sean McDermott absolutely brought an awesome game. And everybody was truly prepared. Truly prepared. The Buffalo Bills were actually prepared for the moment against the Baltimore Ravens. But that's at home versus the Baltimore Ravens. I think it's easy to be prepared against the Baltimore Ravens because the Baltimore Ravens are never prepared. What about the Kansas City Chiefs now on the road in Arrowhead? Now, to be very clear, I am not doubting the Buffalo Bills. I am not saying that they cannot do it. I am not saying that. I'm just saying objectively and subjectively, it is different in Arrowhead versus the Kansas City Chiefs. It just is. I don't know anyone who could debate that. I don't know how a Buffalo Bills fan could even debate that. It's just going to be different. And again, I'm not saying, well, it's going to be different. They could do it against the Ravens, but they can't do it against the Kansas City Chiefs. That is 1,000% not my take. I can't be more clear about that. So please don't leave any comments where you're like, you're sleeping on the Bills, you're doubting the Bills. That's not at all what I'm saying. Again, I can't be any more clear. I am not doubting the Buffalo Bills. It's just different. Just because I saw what they were able to do against the Baltimore Ravens, honestly, it impressed me in a lot of ways. And hat tip, but it also essentially means nothing to me going up against Kansas City Chiefs. It's just the way how my mind works right now with this team. Especially because last year I saw them at home and they were unprepared for the moment. They just were. They were unprepared for that moment. They could have won that game. They're missing field goals, dropping literal balls that are hitting the receivers in the hands. In the hands. Kansas City's offense was electric. And I know the defense was banged up. I know that. But the defense, it's not like the defense right here is amazing. It's definitely better than it was a little bit earlier. But yeah, that's why this is my long way of saying that it's just going to come down to all the little things. All the little things. Can Josh Allen find his way through to be the beast, the monster that we know him to be? Can the players around him step up? Can the receivers, the tight ends, the O-line, whatever, can they make the play when the play needs to happen? Can you slow down? Can we not watch this game unfold where we keep saying, how is Travis Kelce so wide open? How did Xavier Worthy just run for 45 yards? Or can we watch this game where we say, oh my God, Patrick Mahomes is just under duress nonstop. Von Miller forcing that fumble. Cook just running downhill. Cook had some spectacular cutbacks. I was just like, oh my gosh. Can Josh Allen just play that smooth game where it's just like, instead of anxiety, you're like, oh yeah, he's got the ball, man. Magic's about to happen. Or can you create a game plan where you don't even need magic? Where you're like, that was a pretty boring, average game from Josh Allen, and then we still won. They still won. Like, can there be a game where the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes is on the bench just chewing on his mouthpiece, staring off? Because the score is 28-7. Can, Tony Romo be like, man, Kansas City Chiefs just really can't get anything going offensively. 2 for 9 on third down. Jim, during the whole year, they were 59% on third down. I don't want to be too soon because you never want to count out Patrick Mahomes, but this feels like this is Josh Allen's day. Or is it going to be like, oh my God, what is going on? What is this game coming down to? This game is going to be so intense. I keep saying, this whole entire game is going to feel like the final 30 seconds of a game where you're down by 1. Literally the entire game. From the moment they flip the coin, you're going to be like, oh, is it heads? Is it tails? I can't look. This game is just going to be so on edge. I already told you this, where it was like, if I was not, if I didn't have, if I wasn't making videos and stuff like that and I need to watch live, I would absolutely watch this game on a delay. Like a 2-hour delay. So I could just watch it straight through. Because all of the breaks, all of the downtime, I'm like, no, I can't. Let's go. If someone gets banged up and they're slow to get up, I'm like, no, gotta skip. Let's go. Come on. Go. Because it's just going to be like, oh my God. I mean, this is like a series finale. This is the Sopranos series finale. How's it going to end? Is it just going to fade to, cut to black? Will the Buffalo Bills stick the landing? Like, this is what we live for, man. This is why, when we watch the whole season, everyone's like, oh, well, it doesn't matter to the playoffs. Doesn't matter to the playoffs. Well, you can do it in the regular season. Yeah, that was a great game, but what about the playoffs? Well, it's the playoffs. It's the AFC Championship game. It's Josh Allen. It's Patrick Mahomes. I've been screaming that Josh Allen is the greatest quarterback in the NFL. And I've been saying it with my chest. I haven't been whispering. I haven't been like, yeah, I think Josh Allen is probably the best quarterback. I say Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the NFL. And you can't debate it. I say that Josh Allen is the greatest talent the NFL has ever seen. And this might anger Buffalo Bills fans. Sorry. But if Josh Allen was drafted by the Kansas City Chiefs, and had Andy Reid as his head coach and went to like Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill, he'd be the GOAT. And you wouldn't even be able to argue against it. Because he is a monster. An absolute monster. But the Kansas City Chiefs are an undeniable dragon. Undeniable. Can the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen slay that dragon? This is Gabe, man. Just talking about it gives me angst. And despite what people think, like, I'm not rooting for one side or the other. I'm really not. Because it's just like, I'm like, I don't know. It's kind of like watching the finale of like The Sopranos. I'm like, I don't know how I want this to end. Do I want it to be tragic? Do I want it to be happy? Do I want closure? Do I want a cliffhanger? I'm like, I don't know. I just know I'm uncomfortable the whole time. And that's what this game feels. That's what this game feels like. That final scene of The Sopranos, where Meadow like can't park the car, and Tony's like looking around. He's like kind of like playing with the straw, and some guy goes to the bathroom, and they put "Don't Stop Believing" on the jukebox. It's like, what is going on right now? That's what this game feels like. How's it gonna end? How's it gonna end? Those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Buffalo Bills apparently being the best team in the NFL and being a team that the Kansas City Chiefs are essentially incapable of beating, according to Colin Cowherd? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here, and I absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much. See you next time.